All right, let's jump in. Turn 6, Vietnam Mission 1. Don't want to say how it's going. We do have some inbound, but I don't think we have room, so we might end up in a loiter situation for a bit. Don't have a lot of room. Definitely got, and I've also got an RPG sitting here that I really would like to take out. Yeah, I'd really want to take that out. So I'd love to get him spotted. Yeah, so let's roll. Let's see what we do here. So HQ event, gosh, we have one again. Number 4. Turn 5 to 8, number 4. Artillery. Ay, ay, ay. No. I needed the artillery. 711 and 313. 711 and 313 are unavailable. So I still have an airstrike. Unbelievable. No, I do not want to do that. Click the wrong button somehow, some way. All right. CO has none. Where is the CO? He's undercover. He's green, so whatever he draws, he gets 4. That's actually good. Third platoon should have gotten... No. Third platoon moved out. Third platoon gets him this turn. So, I'm activating them all. And CO is done. Yeah, I am doing that. I'm taking a chance with this mortar. That guy is still firing there. So, that's what we're doing. All right, so first platoon. First platoon is on this card, not being fired on. He is lying. He's just going to get what he gets. He gets 2, so he's all the way up to 3. I'm sucking a little in terms of commands. I am going to pull a lat team. Move him here. He's exposed. That causes this guy to start firing here on me. And this PDF goes away. No more crossfire, but I still do have small arms fire coming from up here. That was 1, 2. And then I think I'm going to try to spot this guy. So I think it's just 1. So I'm not green veteran. They are undercover and they are veteran. So I'm just drawing 1. Oh my God. Thank you. Now there's risk here. But we definitely open fire here, and these guys are going to open fire here. And this is a heavy. And crossfire. And we are currently heavily engaged. I want to get this guy spotted. All right. Um, so that's it for first. First spent all 3. Second. God almighty. Second gets 1. Second is not undercover. He just ends up with 1. That's just a really bad draw. Hmm. I'm thinking he's veteran. I don't want to do it with him. He's line. I'm going to move him out. I'm actually going to move that guy. Oh, no, I can't tell him. He's undercover. All right. Taking a chance here. I spent my 1. That stunk to get 1. Exo gets 2. He is physically here. He's undercover and he is line. So he gets 1 added. He's not under fire, so he gets 3. He is physically here. So I think I'm going to tell, well, 3. Line veteran. He's got 3. He's going to come out from here. He's exposed. So he's at risk. He's at risk. There's a few chances for units to end up on his card. I don't know if I want to do this. Yeah, I don't actually need to do this. I don't need to come out of cover because this guy has a radio. So what I'm going to do is, via the radio, I'm going to separate this lat team into an assault team. That's 1. Then I'm going to tell him to move here. That's 2. And I'm saving 1. First sergeant is veteran and undercover. So he gets a +2 to this. So he gets 4. Those are some really bad draws. But I am actually going to have him tell this guy to try to bombard or to grenade that guy. So he is line. So 1, 1, 2. Oh, that he might be gone. The jam. I'm pretty sure a grenade that jams. A, G, and H weapons. Yep. A jam negates the success. Immediately remove the unit from play and replace its steps with generic fire team. So this guy is out of play and just a fire team. Well, that worked poorly. Basically jammed. It can't be fixed. I assume, let me take a peek here. A mortar. Just a generic fire team. ASC are the generic fire teams. So ASC, generic fire team. That's what it said. All right. Well, 1. I'm actually moving to this cover. 2, it's exposed. And he's going to tell the mortar to fire here. So the mortar's got 2 left. These guys are displaced, so they can't fire, but that guy can still fire. So he's drawing 3. 1, 2, 3. Failed. I'm going to exhort. Failed. So that's all 4 of my commands. 1 to grenade and jam, 2 to move here, 3 to not hit anything. Really effective. Third platoon up in the helicopter is a green, -3. So he is saving 3. No, 2. He's saving 1. He's got a -1. Remember that time. Now, generic, or general initiative, 3. First thing I'm doing is I'm having the mortar try that again. 1, 2, 3. All right, thank you. Mortar hit. That's AB1. I'm moving AB1 now. That target is shifted up to here. And the mortar is a -5 HE. So that's awesome. He will not. He might open fire somewhere else, but he's not going to actually do anything. And I can land next turn. And so that's 1. I want this guy to try to spot that guy. So spotting. I am neither green nor veteran. Target's undercover, -1. Veteran, -2. On the same card, +1. He is just a small arms. So the -1. So I think we're just drawing 1. So that failed. I got to tell you, I think I'm going to have somebody else try to spot him. I've got all these line units over here, but we're drawing 1 card to see if we can spot that guy. Is that what I want to do, or do I want to get under cover? I'm going to try to spot him. Ah, good call. Right call. So we do have automatic fire on him as well. All right. This guy could be in some trouble, but we also can get some fire on that card now. All right. So that was 3. Attempted to spot, laid down, did spot. Do they have an HQ event? They do again. Number 8. Mission 1, number 8. Fall back again. All unpinned towards the closest map edge. All unpinned. Well, this guy's not pinned. So he's not, I think he's going to move back to here. It's a +3. That's closest, but it'll be on the card. That's not the best cover. This has incoming. I think he's going to land here. So he is exposed. He will, well, where will he open fire? 1, 2, 3. I'm going to draw for this. Number 2. So he, ironically, he's going to just fire here. Now my unit will not, because I can't. So he is firing small arms on me. I am not firing on him, and I don't believe I have a unit capable of firing on him. Nope. Interesting. And we are no longer heavily engaged. Jeez. Now this guy is also unpinned, and he's going to fall back. So he wants to be out of line of sight. This is not out of line of sight. One of these two cards will be out of line of sight. And I have to assume they're concealment 1, so 1 or a 2? 2. So he's going to fall back to here, but he is out of line of sight. So he's falling back. And will not fire at anybody. Also, not going to fire. The RPG is no longer a major concern. All right. That actually was not bad. Ugh. So he has moved, so doesn't need to do anything. And this guy has moved and doesn't need to do anything. This guy, though, in their checking, it's the only other unit they have. They got 2 pinned. Pinned undercover. So 1 through 4. First one is a 4. I believe that's the fire team. He just disappears. The other one's paralyzed. 1 through 4, that's a 1. So he does nothing. So the reality is the fire team is now gone. If we can get a unit on this card, we capture that guy. That's good. Really want to get, we got these 3s down here. Those are all great cards to grab. All right, so that's the end of the enemy activity check. Capture segment, I don't think there's any. We don't have, they still have a unit on that. Yep. No retreat because there's no unpinned, paralyzed under a volume of fire. Crazy. The choppers. Well, you know what? I'm bringing them in. They're landing. And I got 11 steps, so I can offload 5 steps. So 1, 2, 3. There's 5 steps. We'll bring them in. I'm going to bring them in. Do I want to bring them in undercover at all? I'm not bringing him in undercover, but I am going to bring in this guy undercover. And I'm going to bring in this guy under that same cover, exposed. So these are all under that cover. I did not bring him in. The FAC is attached to the 3rd. So, all right. So, and they cannot fire at me. They can't see him. This guy can no longer see it. So we are on to fire mission update, which this goes away. He can now see, but he's paralyzed, so it doesn't matter. This flips. This went away. So this went away as well. That guy is no longer firing here. So he is going to unpin, which is great. We can move him in here next turn. All right. Potential contact. All right, potential contact. We have, oh, no, geez, now I know what that is. A, which I was going to move there anyway, so it just doesn't really change anything. 1, 2, I think that's it, right? Here, A and B. Nothing here. These aren't any. Didn't move up onto this card. Yeah, so I think that that's pretty accurate. All right. So A and B, we're doing A first. We have buy him a fire, buy him a fire. So we're engaged. So it is 5 A's. 1, 2, 3, 4, last one, 5. Nothing on the A. All right. And then B. B is 3. 1, 2, 3. So we do have contact with the B. All right. What is this contact? 10. That is a 6. 6 is 9, which is maneuver. That's actually good. A squad out of cover marked exposed. So it's just a small arms squad out of cover marked exposed. Max line of sight. Which direction? 1 through 8, a 2, right front. So it's actually going to be off this direction. So if this is a hill, the max line of sight would be 1 more. Nope. That's the max line of sight. He's going to be here. He is exposed, out of cover, marked exposed. We do actually have a unit. This guy can open fire because he's spotted. He is not placing down a PDF, and we have small arms fire coming in on that guy there. And that's the B. Now, we don't have any more potential contacts, I don't believe. So let's lock these things in place. All right. And I don't think anybody else fires at him. This guy's point blank, so he will not fire. All right, awesome. I think that's it for potential contact. Pinned recovery. Do we have anybody pinned? Yeah, this guy is no longer pinned because he's not taking fire from anywhere. And, oh, you know what? He's not going to fire. And this guy would not have moved here. This guy does move here. And the reason is that line of sight. He's trying to move out of line of sight. So this guy had line of sight. So he's over here. But this guy does, as a result, open fire. So that random draw of that was incorrect. Okay. Pinned recovery worked. So now it is, well, let's do some ammo. These guys are using, so everybody on here, which is only 1 unit that has ammo, because these guys are platoon leader. Oh, nope. AW3 and 1W1 are using ammo. AW3 and 1W1. AW or 1W3. Did I say 1W3? God almighty. Literally already. 2W3 and 1W1. So 2W3 and 1W1 use ammo. So does 2W2 and the mortar. 2W2 and the mortar use ammo. And And those are the only units of mine, and they don't have anybody using ammo. So this guy, nothing. Up here, we have +1, so it's a -1 there. That is a miss. Well, that's a bummer. Next one is here, which is small arm. It's the only other one. Small arms fire. So +2, -2, so it's a 0. And that is a miss. So, bummer. Yay. Nothing else. Oh, pinned recovery. This guy. He's unpinned. All right. I think I have a chance to come grab some. So that's it. We can do the combat effects segment. Let's see. That it is the combat effects segment. Remove. I think we're just cleaning up. Oh, nope. This guy now opens fire. So he's going to have small arms on me now. Starting with when we rethink the cleanup. So cleaning up. Moving on to turn 7. Let's take a quick inventory here. Cards we've cleared. 1, 2. And remember, a card being cleared is they have no enemy units and the PC counter started there and it's gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I only need 3 more. And I think my 3 are 1, 2, 3. And I think I can get them with this, this, and this. So yeah, so it's my intention to get some units off those cards and get these units, get some units off this main card and kind of distribute it out a little bit, and then take those 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, because those are good cover hexes. And to be honest with you, I may wait obviously the tougher one. Nah, I'll probably just move on to one this turn. Yep. All right. I think we're going to stop. And we're at 30 minutes. Now we'll continue on to the next one. I may have to break this. I don't know if I have time to do another turn right now. But I'm going to come back and we'll put this all into one video. So I'm going to stop this, pick it back up. But you probably won't necessarily see the fact that that happened. So we'll be back. Turn 7. Turn 7 in a little while. Thanks for watching, and we'll be right back. All right. I am back. We're going to do turn 7. This will probably not feel like an I'm back. Well, it might feel like an I'm back, but on the same video, because I'm going to try to get these two put together. So let's just jump in and try and knock out turn 7. No HQ event this time, finally. So our CO, who is, excuse me, undercover, but green. Gets 1. God almighty. Ugh. That hurts. So who is most important? First Sergeant. Exo has 1, so he'll end up with 2. I think I'm going to do the First Sergeant because the First Sergeant is veteran and only gets 1 at this. Possibility of more with those guys, so although doubtful. So drawing for the First Sergeant, wow, 6. First Sergeant is a veteran and undercover. So that's 9. That is a lot. He can only spend 6. But first one, he's going to radio this guy and tell him to move on to this card. So that's 1. I'm going to radio this guy and tell him to move on to this card. 2. I'm going to radio this guy and tell him to grenade. 1, 2. So we did manage to grenade. I'm going to radio this guy and tell him to look for cover. 1, 2. So we found cover. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to go 5. 5. It's going to be a litter team and then a fire team. 6. Get that guy up. So he spent 6 of his, well, he spent all 6 that he could. So now we're on to the first platoon, who is line, not undercover. Right, line, not undercover. So he's just going to, whatever he gets. So he gets 3. That's so far my bet paid off. Going to tell this guy, well, actually, this fire stopped. And we have small arms fire from them against me. And I have automatic against them here. Oh, he tries to grenade back. He is not pinned. So actually, I'm going to take my 3 back. So he grenades back. He's a veteran. 1, 2, 3. So he failed. Now my card is, oh, isn't that funny? The grenade. But I get 3. Almost feels like cheating, but he needed to grenade back. So that first card that I drew for the first platoon was actually the first grenade. So feels like cheating. I don't think it is. So there's a grenade miss on this card now. Oh, wait. I don't think any of that changed. Let me do this. This card, I'm going to try to get this right. This card would have been my, correctly, would have been the, the first platoon. The look for cover would have been these. 1, 2, 3. So the look for cover failed. Then these are the 3 grenades. 1, 2. So he would have grenaded. So I am actually going back and unfortunately going to grenade myself. think I did that correct. Right? He would have done 3 grenades. Then we did look for cover, and he failed. Then we pulled this card. So I think that went poorly for me in the end. So 3. So I'm going to move this guy here. That's 1. In fact, we'll move him under the trench. He is going to move. We are firing on this card. So he's going to try to infiltrate. He is line. So he failed. He's exposed. These guys are going under the trench. That's 1. What else do I have from first platoon here? I'm going to move this guy under the trench. That's 2. Oh, no, you know what? I'm not. I'm going to move myself under the trench. That's 2. Nope, I'm not going under the trench. None of them are going under the trench. Is that right? None of them are going under the trench. 2, 3. So we're moving on to that card. Hoping this guy doesn't fall back. Keep me heavily engaged, although falling back, that'd be fine. These 2 exposed could be really bad there. I am not going to do this yet. I am going to actually, they are going under the trench, and they're moving this guy. So it was 1, 2, 3, all under the trench. And this guy's on the card by himself. I'm going to kind of rely on general initiative, so I used them all. Second platoon is green. He's not undercover. He gets nothing. So that did not pay off because it can be 0. Third platoon is green, not under. He gets 1. So he's got 2. I think I'm going to have the third platoon push one here. 1, he's under this cover. And then push this unit here. So I think that's going to free up for 4. Then I need to get 3 more. So what do we actually, it might be all of them. 8, yes. So we can actually get all of those steps. There's 7 there, so we can get all those steps off. So that's 2. That's all we have. And these guys are exposed. Yep. All right. XO gets 1. XO is here. He's going to come out from cover. He's going to tell this guy to move here. So I'm exposed. All right. General initiative. I get 3. He used them all. That's awesome. We are going to have this guy move here. He's moving from that. So he does not. I probably should have gone back because I did the infiltrate, so some of that may not have counted. This guy's going to look for cover again. If he finds it, this turns into a grenade miss. He did find it. So I'm almost positive that turns into a grenade miss. Let's take a peek and see if we can find that. Grenades. Grenades. If the target of a grenade attack moves prior to the combat effect segments, either to a different card or within its card, its grenade attack is treated as a grenade miss. So that goes away. He ends up under, oops, he's not exposed. He ends up under cover. Dang it. I deleted the wrong thing. He ends up under cover. Yeah, and this turns into a grenade miss. Sorry, I got myself sidetracked. Trying to figure something out. So that's 2, right? 1, 2. Well, you know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to have this guy look for cover. So 1, 2, 3. Nope, failed. All right. So those are those. Do they have an HQ event? They do not. We have guys up here. And I still cannot see these cards. Nope, I can see this card. I can see that card from here now. But I can't see here, here, or here. So we got enemy check there. Got an enemy check here. Enemy check here and an enemy check here. I think those are my 3 or 4. 4 of them. 2. 1, 2. So it's this guy. And he will be deliberate defense or delayed defense. He is trading fire, and the unit's volume of fire is equal to or worse than the best opposing unit. So it's a 1 through a 3. A 1. I think that's going to be do nothing. No action. So he does nothing. So he's done. 1 through 3. So number 2. 1, 2. And this is, well, see, he's paralyzed. He's not pinned. He falls in the nothing bucket. That paralyzed not on an opposing unit's card is not accurate. So he's just paralyzed. He's going to get captured. 1 through 2. Number 1. So it's this guy up here. I don't think he does anything. He is not on the same card. Not an AG or an HOF with an out of ammo. Not on. Oh, actually, he has no line of sight. Not under fire and no line of sight. He's going away. He just gets removed. There is something for him. Right? He had no line of sight to anybody. Yeah, he can't see, because he can't see through here either. There or there. Yep. And then the last one is here. Now this guy is not under cover. So if he moves, if he seeks cover, he'll do it. So he is on the same card, not under cover. Delay defense, 1 through 5. That's a 2. He is going to move, oops, wrong thing. 2. Move into or seek cover. He's a veteran, well, so he's a veteran, so he's drawing 5. So 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he did not succeed. That's incredible. 5 draws and nothing. All right. That's the end of their activity check. Now, capture any paralyzed or litter team on a card alone with unpinned infantry units with a volume of fire. So this guy gets captured. When he does, do I actually walk off that card? I might. What's the prisoners? Prisoners, neither side takes prisoners. Okay, so he basically turns into a casualty. And there is a note here, by the way. Taking VC or NVA prisoners was highly sought after, but exceedingly difficult as the enemy was committed and adept at escaping when cornered. However, U.S. forces did capture enemy casualties to confirm body counts. So we are not taking so this is going to end up a casualty. So he is gone from there. But then we capture the casualties. And nobody else is captured. Nobody retreats. AT. All right. Well, the first thing that's going to happen is these guys are going to unload. And I'm going to put them under with this guy. They'll be under there with the third. So these guys are all going to be exposed. Exposed, exposed, and exposed. And they're all under this cover. So those guys are all under that cover. So they take off, and then these guys will take off, and there's nobody who can shoot at them. So they're in outbound, and these guys are moving to pick up. But basically, the movement of those helicopters is now done. And we will move on to fire mission update. I don't think, oh yeah, there is one here. Doesn't matter. I should have fired off a ceasefire. Try and do that next time. Potential contacts. So we are heavily engaged now. And we have got a C, and a B. So we're doing the B first. Heavily engaged, drawing, well, yeah, we're doing the B first. 1, 2. So nothing here. The 2 C's. Number 1, so it's up here. Drawing 1. So we do have contact up here. Well, that's a real bummer. C, that's 8. $11. That's a booby trap. And then we got maybe a sniper. On a 1 out of a 3, 3 is a 2, so no sniper. Got to put a booby trap volume of fire on this. Yeah, I don't think I have a booby trap. All right. Well, that guy's probably in the hurt, but that card's cleared. Last one here. Nothing. All right. I am pretty sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, I need one more, it looks like. Oh, nope, 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I get this one, 10, 11, 12. So I got to get this card right here. All right. Pinned recovery. I don't think I have anybody pinned who is, yep. This has really been interesting. I think I've been very fortunate. Ammo usage. So we've got 1W3. So 1W3. We've got 2.2 and the mortar. 2.2 and the mortar. He's not using ammo. I think that's it. Nobody else is firing. Actually, I do have volume of fire on this card from my guy. It's got automatic. It's not using ammo, though. So that's that. So, marching down the line. I need to get a ceasefire off. But, +1 to +1. That is a miss. That is a -6 +2. That's a -4. Definitely a hit. He is line and a casualty. My first casualty. The booby trap got him. Here, they're firing at nobody. Here, firing at nobody, so this is the card that matters next. So this guy has +3, -5. So he's a -2. That is a hit. He is a veteran, fire team, and a casualty. So I effectively now have 2 fire teams. Just clone that guy. 2 pinned fire teams. And I do have a casualty on that card. And my guy is +1, +3, so that's +4, -3, so it's a +1. Is pinned. I'm okay with that. 4 and 4. All right. And then this guy's nothing and that guy's nothing. So I think that's turn 7. 3 more turns. I basically have to clear off this card. I'd like to get somebody up on that card since it's love to get. I don't need it for cleared, but it'd be good. And then I don't need to do anything else. I got my 12 cards, right? That's the must clear a minimum of 12 cards. Do I get, yeah, anything more than 10, I get 2 per card. So I do get some bonuses. There is a question of, do I take a risk? And I might with some things like this card and this card. I don't think I'm going to take a risk of them coming down here. Because it's so many units. But off here and here, maybe. So, we're going to clean up. It's going to be turn 8. We will save that, and that is the end of turn 7. We'll move on to turn 8 in another video. Thank you for watching. Hope you're enjoying.